All right, welcome to my channel, Exploring Energy. Today we're going to look at energy for our star seeds for the week of September 13th through the 19th. So this is any messages that you'll need to know for that week. All right, and let's jump right in here. Starseeds. All right, what do we need to know for the 13th through the 19th? As I mentioned in the previous video, I am a starseed. I've had many incarnations on many other planets, so I really connect to this energy. And I hope you guys do too. All right, let's see what we've got here. This message has been coming out in other readings. And we'll do one more. Let's see. Actually, I'm being guided to pull them all. All right, so let's do this here. All right, so Earth pulsing. All right, so this, I love these cards. They're so beautiful. These are the Starseed Oracle decks. I know a lot of tarot readers use these, but I just love the pictures. They're so beautiful. So this is all about spending time in nature, slowing down, grounding. One thing that I love being here, as a starseed, is just how beautiful this planet is. And, with technology and things today, we don't spend enough time in nature. And if you really just step back for a moment and take in, different places, mountains, Grand Canyon, just all the natural wonders that this planet has to offer, the oceans. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. And so, I know it's hard for us as starseeds sometimes to really connect and ground into that energy. We're so in tune with the cosmos, and what's going on off the planet, that it's hard to slow down and really connect and ground to the energy here. And we need to remember to enjoy that energy, because the energy of this planet is just, it's different than other places that we've experienced. And so really take time in nature, enjoy it, slow down, ground with it. Don't forget that, we all chose to be here for a reason. And it is to connect with Gaia's energy. So love that message to start out with. Cracked open. So this is about surrendering, which can be difficult sometimes. I think a lot of us feel raw sometimes. It can be hard to function, in this third dimension, especially those who can really remember prior incarnations, or they can really tune into that higher dimensional energy. There are times when the energy here can be, it can be very heavy, and it can really kind of crack you open like an egg sometimes, and make you feel like you're just spill all over the place, really, I think is the best way to describe it. And so, we have to remember to just surrender to this process. We chose to come here specifically for this, and, surrender is the main message I'm getting there. I love this, called It's time. It is time. We've all been tuning in with our gifts, learning different things, maybe channeling, reading energy, brushing up on our intuition, whatever your gift is. We've all been working really hard on that, and it's now time to step up. It's time to come forward. It's time to show those gifts and to use those gifts for this shift and for things that are going on right now on this planet. I really like that. I've been having this feeling lately that it's almost time. It's almost time. And it's interesting because down here, and we'll get to this, we've got the lifting of the veil. So that's really interesting. But I think for a lot of us, it's time. It's time. We're ready. We've been awake, a lot of us have been awake for a very long time, and we're just like, okay, can we just get on with this already? We are ready to go. And so I think for a lot of you, that's what's coming in. Weight of the world, boundaries. This came up in the last reading, and I think this is an ongoing problem for starseeds. Boundaries are tough. Your energy is just something that is so different from most people's, and that when people get close to you and they start to experience that energy, they want more of it, and they want to kind of put all their problems on you, and it's not yours. It's not yours to carry. It's not your problem. I know we all want to be caring, loving individuals, and really connect with people, but we can't take on everybody's burdens. We can't take on the burdens of the world. Especially if you're an empath on top of it. We're talking double whammy here. You can't carry everybody's problems. Lifting of the veil. This is great. I love this card. This card is so pretty too. Absolutely beautiful. So lifting of the veil, this is great. This is truths coming in. This is you really understanding more about yourself. A lot of us, we've been questioning everything, every step of the way. So much that goes on in this 3D space just doesn't seem to make sense. And this kind of ties into the reading I did just before this, that I think a lot of truths are with that veil being lifted, a lot of truths are going to come forward. And, as we shift into the fifth dimension, anything that's not in alignment is going to have to go. I think, over a period of time here, we're going to see a lot of changes in this world. It's interesting because, as it's probably hard to see, but as she's peeling back this curtain, we've got, a bomb going off over here, some kind of fire and explosion, but in the middle of it all, it's just beauty. It's, there's birds flying around back there, there's waterfalls, there's a big, huge, beautiful sun. And I think, as we peel back and we start to move to the fifth dimension, we're going to start seeing a lot of those energies, a lot more truths coming forward. And we're no longer going to be in the dark about a lot of things. And then we've got Earth School. So this is life lessons. Excuse me for a second here. Need some water. Soul growth, higher learning. Earth is a school. That's just all there is to it. Most people come here to learn lessons, to grow, to evolve spiritually, and it can be difficult. It can be very hard sometimes, and it's just like, oh, why do we have to go through these things? Why do we have to experience pain and suffering and all these different things? But at the end of the day, it makes us much stronger people, and it makes us much stronger, and then we carry those lessons on to other places. If we're incarnating into other places, we're taking all that collective knowledge that we've gained here on Earth, and we're, carrying that forward. Oh, I love that. All right, let's see. Any other messages for starseeds? We're going to pull a little bit of tarot here. I would like to actually clarify that cracked open. I want to get a clarifier on that one. Some of these other ones I feel pretty straightforward, but King of Pentacles. Any other messages there? Let's clarify that. The Hermit. Yeah, I think for a lot of us, we're not surrendering to this earth energy, because Pentacles is earth energy. A lot of us stay hidden. We hide who we are. We don't speak our truth. I think we think that most people would think we're nuts and out of our mind if we were to say, oh yes, I've incarnated on many other planets before. I'm an extraterrestrial, but most people are extraterrestrials. I mean, that's the thing. But there's a lot of fighting amongst this topic. It's difficult, people, I think people are starting to become more and more open about it, but we've been fed so many lies, since, the 30s, 40s about extraterrestrials and about star beings, that it used to be a very taboo subject, but now it's becoming a little more mainstream. I don't think we have to fight the way that we did before, but it's a burden to carry sometimes, to hide who you are and to not be able to, be truthful about that. It can be a heavy burden to carry, and people, they see something in you and they want to get to know you and get close to you, but if you try to explain it or get them to understand it, it's like, yeah, good luck. I actually had an instance recently where I was backed into a corner through a conversation, and backed into a corner is probably the wrong word to use, but it was a situation where a deep conversation led into something like this, and I had to lay my cards out on the table, and I remember just sitting there thinking, this person is going to think I'm out of my mind, but I spoke my truth, and I felt nervous about it at the time, but afterwards I was like, okay, well, it felt good to just say that out loud, and this person really, they didn't even flinch. It was like, okay, well, you knew I was different, apparently. And yeah, there it was. Yeah. And there she is, speaking her truth. Queen of Swords. Love the Queen of Swords. Probably my favorite card in the deck. But I guess, I'm a Sagittarian, so us keeping our mouths shut is pretty rare occasion. We've also got the Empress and the Two of Cups here. Let's see, any other messages for Starseeds? I think we're going to have a good week. I like it. Yeah, but we do need to take time and rest. Okay. So the Empress, I like this. I feel like this is, crown chakras opening up, deepening those connections up, really tuning into, our guides, and maybe even possibly our soul family, star family, the energy of where we came from. So I really like that. It's very strong energy. Two of Cups, I like this too. This is good energy. This is people coming together, partnerships, maybe for some this could be romantic, for others, maybe it's, more starseeds coming together. I don't know about you, but I know very few starseeds, and I would love to, know more starseeds, and, just get to know them and understand their struggles, and just have people, with that in common, because I think it's fairly rare. I at least feel. So I like that. And then again, yeah, the Queen of Swords, speaking her truth. She is straight to the point, smart, resilient, and so I think a lot of us are going to be speaking our truth. We're going to be stepping up, and we're going to be saying, hey, this is who we are. And, I think in a lot of cases, it's going to help people to understand us a little bit better too. It started, at least for me, it started out as a joke in my family, and now it's something that they're starting to understand a little bit more and not question and look at me like I'm crazy. And then we've got the Four of Swords. So rest is really important. As starseeds, we need to recharge. This world takes a lot out of us. We carry a lot of burdens being here, and we need time for meditation. We need time to reset. and to really look after ourselves so we can recharge our energy, because it gets very depleted. So if you're feeling that this week, which you could, take time to rest. Set those boundaries, speak your truth. And, you know, again, don't forget to ground. Take some time in nature this week. Here in Phoenix, the temperature is going to start dropping down below 100, you know, so that's, you know, that's spring for us. I've been feeling Sedona calling to me. I love going up there, and just you feel like a whole new person when you leave. Any other messages for Starseeds for next week? Yeah, justice. I like that. I like that balance. You know, we're gonna be being heard, and you know, we're gonna feel like we matter, and like we're not, you know, we're here for a reason. We're here to help. We're here to make things better. And the King of Swords. Oh, like seeing that come in too. This is, you know, being in your power, making good decisions. I love that it came in right in your Queen of Swords. Truth, and more truth. We got a sword here. Swords. I mean, lots of truths coming out. Lots of truths. All right, last card. Let's see. And, oh yeah, love this. Leveling up. This is spiritual growth. This is great. I mean, we're lifting the veil. We're being called to step up. And here it is, just reconfirming that we're a powerful people, and we're going to step into that power, and people are going to recognize it, and it's going to be a good feeling. I love it. All right, let's take a card from the astral realms. See what the astral realms would like to tell us for this week. We've got empathy, rose quartz, Venus. All right, so I kind of feel like I kind of like this. So I feel like this is kind of tying back to this Two of Cups we have down here. Sorry, got a little glare there. Hopefully you can see that all right. I love these cards. They're absolutely beautiful. So we have that Two of Cups, and we were talking about partnerships, and, you know, we've got rose quartz and we've got Venus. So lots of love there. You can see two little pearls. And so, you know, I feel like for a lot of you, you know, you could be meeting somebody. You could be finally connecting with somebody. And it seems like empathy is going to be very, very strong this week. Very strong. So this week I would recommend working with rose quartz. If this card resonates with you, definitely work with rose quartz. And just keep yourself open to love. You know, as starseeds, I think often, you know, we just feel like nobody could really accept us for who we really are, and, you know, let our freak flag fly, for, you know, lack of a better term, and just be us, and, you know, speak about all the interesting things that, you know, we see and we experience that a lot of other people don't. And, you know, what this card is telling me is you're going to find partnership in somebody where, you know, we've got the King and the Queen of Swords here right next to this Two of Cups, you know, this right next to the crown chakra opening. I mean, this is wonderful, you know. So the King and the Queen, you know, is going to come together, and you know, there's going to be a great partnership here. And that Venus energy, you know, unconditional love, you know, mutual respect. I mean, two people who really get each other. Wow, this is great. And so with these cards comes an activation. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the activation. And then, sorry, I'm saying a lot. My words are having trouble with words today. Hold on one second. Maybe I need some more water there. All right, so I'm going to go through, read the activation. I'll timestamp it in the bottom so you can come back and take a look at the activation at another time. So, the activation. Send everyone globally the gift of empathy. Sit upright with your feet planted on the floor and with your eyes closed. Take 3 deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling with a loud sigh to cleanse yourself of any tension or negativity you are harboring. Visualize sending compassion and emotional awareness to every person on a global scale by chanting 3 times, "May you live with understanding and acceptance." All right, and here's the final mantra. I recognize that the thoughts and feelings of others are as unique as my own. I embrace and learn from the contrast. And we're going to say this 3 times to activate it. I recognize that the thoughts and feelings of others are as unique as my own. I embrace and learn from the contrast. I recognize that the thoughts and feelings of others are as unique as my own. I embrace and learn from the contrast. Excellent. All right, so again, I'll timestamp that below so you can do that little exercise and work with empathy. And we'll just go in for final closing message. Oh, and I'm dropping cards. Patience, things are unfolding the way they should be. We've been waiting, it feels like we've been waiting forever. We've had patience and it's going to start paying off. Inner worlds, your external world is a reflection of your inner world. So what you think, what you feel about yourself becomes your outer world. Did I said that backwards? Yeah, it kind of goes both ways. So, I mean, if you're thinking something about yourself, if you're feeling you don't deserve a relationship, for instance, you're not going to have one. So make sure that, you're cultivating the kind of things you want in your life, both internally and externally. Reflection, see all aspects of yourself through a reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. And magnificent, you are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but you are enough. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Overall, great messages for this week. I think for some of you, there could be a very strong partnership in the cards. But, again, that veil is being lifted and we're going to be stepping up here. So all in all, I really like this reading. So hope this resonated with you. Please don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe. And I'll see you next week for another Starseed reading. Thanks.